Now, I need to advise mothers that have children. Please, this house is what you get. Your bedroom is really right next to your children. Whenever you're kissing your child, the eyes is a webcam that see everything. In your blind subconscious, you're thinking, oh, they're just too little, they can see nothing. They don't know nothing. No, they know everything, they see everything because they came from the relationship itself. They cannot explain it, but they're gonna imitate what you're doing. And most of you, your bedroom is so close to your children, and you're in there, you're shouting, and your child hear everything. Sometimes the children hear you crying, they think you're crying, and now they open the door to watch what you're doing. You can't see it because you're busy, but they hear that sound, they think, oh, what happened with mama? They go to watch. It is very important that you please protect your future. Today, you have children. They're real, but you don't have grandchildren yet. Who's your grandchildren? The meaning is, why I asked that? If you don't have any children, you will live your life because you have your own mother. But if you have children, if your children have no children, then when you reach to the oldest age, when you disappear, their brothers and sisters can connect together to find you. They say, hey, mama was a little baby. Mama make us. We become the mother and father. We go to the hospital. We're going to create mama, baby body. And the wind is coming back. It's like a little bird nest. But the many people make, and now the child that have a baby bed alone, you picture your little baby in your baby bed. Imagine that little baby, you tape the child. Today the child is 1 day old. And now, picture that child 29 years later going to have a baby. Picture what does it feel like when your child is going to have a baby 29 years later. If you are the mother, and 29 years later, the child go to have a child. If you, the mother, fly away, and the child has to follow you, who is leaving behind when you who make the child, you call the child back, but the child make another child that will still be the mind in the world looking for God? Whilst you, the mother, you already die, your child die, but your child make a child that make a child that does not know where they came from. And now, in 400 years, those child is now everywhere looking for God. It's never too late to protect the future. You can start from today so that the baby in your baby bed don't wake up 29 years later with another baby. Because if you protect them and say, hey, only have a child if you think you're running out of time. Like when you're 28, your brother, which your brother is just me, I step out of me, go to the hospital, one drop from the family make the family. Then you have a purpose, then it's just the bloodline, it's just the mind. But when your child go to fall in love with a nice face, they give your body to another group of people face, and now you die, your child die, and now this blind baby is left in the world. For example, I am 42. The next 42 years, I don't want to have any children. I'm going to be 84. My daughter, right now, she's 11. The other one is 13. My son is 9. My other son is 18. My other son is 24. When they only be my children, when I die, they live life to the fullest, they die. Their wind is going back to me. When I have children, they become my children again. But the minute they fall in love, they fall in good looks, they get lost. You're calling your child, hey child, come here. But The child already plants another child in the wall. You calling the child, but the child is not coming because the child is out of the child, living in another phase. You're like, come, mama is coming. Come to mama. And then the other child is saying, mama, I'm here. So you call your child, but another child is calling your own child. So what's the game and what's the loss in the world? My baby is here. She's 11. She have no children. But 18 years later, it is 2 times 11 plus a 7 years old. The age come on top of the mind and say to the child she's in love. No matter what you say, you can't change the mind of the child. If the drop is coming from the 3 brothers, okay, it's just me. But if the world don't protect itself, do you know how it feels if right now I come in your house, I take the toy of your son, I want to give it to my son? What will you say? Are you out of your mind? I buy it for my son. What are you doing taking it? Well, imagine your son fall in love with my daughter and then take your life and turn it in my daughter to become my son. And now my daughter have a son, but now you don't understand. Your son, he take what live in his stomach, put it on top of my daughter. That just make my son. Now my son is going to the city with your son face as the papa. So this is the game. People protect toys, but they don't protect the life itself. When the children are little, you will never allow your son to sleep next to me because it's your child. But 20 years later, they go to school. Now your child is going after my daughter. And then they get together. And now my daughter is the me going to print her brother and sisters. And this time, my daughter make my own daughter with your own son face, but your son look like you. There is so much in this world. The money is nice, but the money can only feed the house and fool us. We eating, whilst at the end of the day, everything we eat is going to that little box we call the toilet. But this world, people breaking up because of little things. A human being expects what they see on TV to be inside the house. They watch TV, they never see people talking about the toilet. TV is always perfect, beautiful girls. And they fall in love with you, you live together. And you go to the toilet, and you smell the toilet, and they have to pee 5 minutes later. They're sitting there smelling your toilet. They get so uncomfortable. There's one thing. Nobody want to smell someone else's toilet. It's the biggest problem why people break up. The world is trying to keep husband and wife apart to protect the toilet thing. Husband is in the workplace for over 9 hours so that they cannot smell each other poop, but in the night they're going to smell it anyway. They need to talk about things like this to save the relationship. When people know what they're expecting, you know, when you go alone to the toilet, you never can judge yourself, but you're always going to judge somebody. Why? Because you don't expect it. It's unexpected. You know they go to the toilet. You feel like peeing. And now you go to pee, you don't go to expect you're going to smell the poop. And you get there, and now you're smelling their poop the whole time. And you get mislick. You want to throw up. And you come out, you like open the door. That it smell here in your mind. You can't say nothing. You just go out with the attitude. But in the beginning, when the love is fresh, people accept it. But after 10 years children, there's always this attitude that come in. So what you need to do, you need to surprise your husband when he is busy in the toilet. Ask him for something. Say, honey, do you know where this is? To smell his poop. Talk to him when he's busy. And when you're busy, call him. Then you talk about it. Because when he knows it, that you smell his poop, And when he smell yours, it's no problem because you know, oh, she smell mine. But there's this big secret. A husband go in the toilet, close the door. But he forgets when he come out, they believe when they flush, it's gone. But they don't know. The system, I'm telling you, my people, there is system beyond system that don't like mankind. Because the minute the husband finish or the wife finish, they click the wife or the husband to go pee, only to smell it. Only to smell. And then when you smell it, when you come, you sitting, you relaxing in the couch, you want to lean next to your lover, and then you end up smelling their underarm. The underarm is smelling because the chemical is leaking from the stomach. And you're like, honey, don't go take a shower. Your arm is stinking. They need to tell people it has nothing to do with the shower. It has something to do with the food in the stomach. People, I say it many times, you need to do what you never do before, please. Every human being all over the world needs to do this. You don't have to listen to me. I don't want most view my video, but I'm expecting one messenger can tell someone to put things like this in talk show on the other side. You know, like the Bold and the Beautiful, someone is making a joke about it. Then it make people laugh. What I mean about this, when a husband is gonna find out from the wife and knowing the code about why the underarm is smelling, is someone finish their work and like, honey, don't you take a shower yet? Go take a shower. You need to do this, please, all over the world. Make a pee in a cup and keep it for 1 day. In 25 hours time, smell it, please. You will be shocked why the underarm is smelling. Then you know, because people pushing their loved one to go take a shower because they smell the shirt is smelling. Like, honey, go take a shower. Has nothing to do with the shower. They just finish work. They come home. They sit next to them and they smell the underarm. It's like, honey, go take a shower. The office is not dirty. It's the stomach. Mankind is not perfect, but our eyes is telling us we are perfect human beings. I get an idea from the wind and I want to pass it on. If I leave a message, what I get, someone will tell me tomorrow when I come back in the world. You know, you pass on what you receive so that other people can pass it on to you. If you all pee on a cup, because when people pee, they flush it right away. You need to please pee and leave it in a cup for 25 hours and smell it. It is awful, and that is in our stomach. And when you shave your underarm, you pull the hair away, it's leaking constantly. It's leaking, and it smells the clothes, and it makes you think your body is smelling. It's not the body, it's the underneath, under your arm. It's the only place that is leaking from the stomach. And why? Because of the pee. You all need to find out, smell the pee, then you will know. Now you don't even need to take a shower because your body, from your feet to your head, you dress, you're not lying on the floor. Your whole body is clean. Underneath your arm, they tell you, oh, shave it. It's nice to shave it, keep your underarm clean. No, when you pull the hair, it leaves a hole, and the chemical in your stomach is leaking directly. And that make every people in the office, when they come home, they lean next to their lover. They say, oh, they go take a shower. You can take a shower 1,000 times, you will never get rid of it. You need to keep your pee for 1 day, smell it. It will help you to solve this. People thinking their lover is stinky and they want to find another partner. But when they find another partner, it's the same problem. So, good night and good day and good evening. I have to stop posting because sometimes some opinion, you have to keep it short. People have their own mind to think further. It is very important. Protect your children, because your children, they have a webcam eye, and everything they see, they play back. And never shout on your child, because the child that sleep in the night never cause trouble.